Welcome, everybody, to the Be Different podcast. Brad Redford, Nick Given, as well as Greg Richard. We are here, and we'll call this a studio, and we are going around the world, which is 5 topics. We'll take 5 topics around the sports world. We'll talk about them. We'll break them down, and send us your comments and reviews. And if you do not already follow us on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, or anything, please just make sure you follow the group. Any follow, any like, always helps us out, and we appreciate that as well. So make sure that you do that before we get rolling here. So I guess I'm going to enter in Greg and Nick. It's been a little while since we have done Around the World. Nick, I just watched you play Fortnite. You got down to the final 3. I was disappointed that you were unable to pull it out, but a pretty good effort, I would say, from you.
I was pretty terrible at pulling it out.
Greg?
I guess I can, I don't know from experience, but I've heard he has that same issue.
All right. Well, did you guys stay warm this week? It's been a very challenging week here in the Midwest.
We got it cranked up to like 74 in here.
Yeah, it's hot.
It feels great in here.
Yeah, it's a sauna.
All right. Are we ready to jump in around the world?
Yeah, let's get this thing.
Yeah.
All right. Our first topic, Unibrow on the move. After spending his whole NBA career so far with the New Orleans Pelicans, Anthony Davis says, I want to get the heck out of New Orleans. The NBA superstar is actively seeking a trade and seems like the Lakers may be his preferred destination, per Anthony Davis and Rich Paul. So where will he end up, and why are breakups just so challenging? Breakups are always tough. So where do you think Anthony Davis ends up? And being a Kentucky fan, I'm sure you followed Anthony Davis throughout his career, and then breakups. So you've been through quite a few of them, Nick, so you can probably speak to it.
Very true. I first off, I think he does go to the Lakers, and it's sad. The only way I think I'll really truly like LeBron is if AD goes and plays with him. I think that would make me, that's about one of the only 3 people in the NBA that can make me actually like LeBron. If they played together, it'd be a matchup nightmare, I feel like, for people. I don't know how they would do on the defensive side of the ball, but offensively it would be fun to watch.
And they would be freaking entertaining, right?
It'd be really entertaining to watch.
And breakups. I mean,
and
they're tough. I mean, so like New Orleans did their intro video the other night. Anthony Davis wasn't playing. They took Anthony Davis off of the intro video because they didn't want fans to boo him. I mean, it's just like these awkward moments happen in breakups, and they're really hard to explain.
I think breakups are a lot harder while you're in them, and then later they give you perspective.
Yeah.
You know, because you learn, you can learn a lot. Yeah, you can learn a lot from them. What you want, what you don't want. Be thankful for what you had, maybe. Yeah. I don't know if I fully believe in it's better to have loved than lost and then to loved it all or whatever the hell it is.
Well, yeah.
I don't know if I buy that completely, but...
Well, I think initially, like any relationship...
But you put the Pelicans on the map. Like, you have to be thankful.
Yeah, well, was it the Smoothie King Center? I think, isn't that her name? Breakups are hard because you start with these great expectations, and you think that the relationship may end to something beautiful. In the case of the New Orleans Pelicans, they were hoping to get to an NBA championship, and now they realize it's not going to happen, and it's not going to be Anthony Davis that takes them there or doesn't take them there. It's going to be somebody else. It won't be the unibrow.
I think that you saying that the Pelicans wanted to go to the NBA Finals means that sometimes you maybe set unrealistic expectations for certain relationships,
yes.
And then maybe that's why the heartbreak hurts so much.
Oh, it does hurt. It does hurt. Greg, do you want to chime in on breakups? I know that you've been through a couple yourself as well.
I mean, they're not fun. I'm not like...
Thanks,
I don't...
Deep inside.
They're really hard.
I don't choose to go through them, if that makes sense.
Sometimes you start to do crazy things.
It's the craziest thing you've ever done during a breakup.
Craziest thing I've ever done?
Yeah, I bet it's nuts. You don't have to, spill your...
I'm honestly trying to think if I've done anything crazy.
See, the thing is, if you don't think that you've done anything crazy, it means you probably consistently do crazy shit.
Well, if any of my ex-girlfriends listen to the podcast, send in your review of how I handled the breakup, and then we'll go over it next week. Is that fair?
That sounds great.
All right. Let's go to, I would say, maybe the biggest story right now in the NBA. Anthony Davis probably is a slight number 2 just because a trade has not happened yet. But it's happening in New York. Will New York ever do anything right? Kristaps Porzingas has been traded. That's right. Dennis Smith Jr., Wesley Matthews, and DeAndre Jordan are heading to New York from Dallas. And Trey Burke, Tim Hardaway Jr., Courtney Lee, and Porzingas are heading to Dallas. In addition to Smith Jr., Matthews, and Jordan, the Knicks will also receive 2 first-round picks and have a ton of availability for cap space in the offseason, which will allow them to bring in 2 max contract players, which is huge. So what will it take for somebody other than Carmelo to stay in New York? What's it going to take? I mean,
a lot of money.
Will New York be? They can because they're going to have 2 max contracts.
Yeah, but who are the 2 max contracts out there that are available right now?
It's going to be Durant.
Okay.
Durant's contract will be up.
And who
Kyrie Irving will be up, and Kemba Walker. Those are, as far as I'm aware, those are the big three.
Do you think Kyrie's really going to leave Boston though? I think that they have a legitimate chance to get to the Eastern Conference Finals.
Yeah, but
every year.
Kyrie, you could argue, is the flakiest player in the NBA.
Yeah, but they're. Like,
I mean, the setup is there. He's already called LeBron and apologized to him, and that was publicized. But then he does a commercial with his dad saying that he wants the Kyrie Irving jersey on a banner in the Boston Garden.
I don't think he's going to leave Boston. I don't think he's going to leave.
He's been on record saying he's going to stay, but he's also on record saying that the Earth is flat for years. So I mean, I don't know what to believe in Kyrie Irving.
Well, they're going for Davis also, so. I mean, they would have, if they get Davis, it could be Irving, Tatum, and Davis. And that would be
pretty good.
That would be pretty nasty.
Rich Paul being LeBron's agent, being Anthony Davis's agent. You got to think Anthony Davis and Rich Paul have already decided we want to go to LA. It just seems like basically Anthony Davis has said if he goes anywhere, he's a 1-year rental and he's still going to LA. So at this point, his mind's been made up. Yeah. It seems like it. But then Paul George, I thought Paul George would go to LA after the 1 year in OKC, and now he's in OKC.
Yeah, but like I don't know. To me, for the Lakers, like I think you dodged a bullet there. And I'm not trying to talk too much shit about Paul George, but like Anthony Davis, Paul George.
I think we may be getting off topic. Let's
talk
talk about how shitty New York is.
Yeah, but we can go back to that. I mean,
is it the worst franchise right now?
In the past 2 decades,
no.
Think about it. They've dealt with Latrell Sprewell. They've dealt with Stephon Marbury. I mean, I don't think they judge character like very well there.
Well, it's hard to believe when you have James Dolan manning the ship.
Well, Latrell
Sprewell
choked a coach.
That was one of my favorite. I mean, I used to have a Latrell Sprewell jersey. My mom had no idea why I wanted it so badly.
My favorite New York Knick was John Starks. I love John Starks.
I always hated him because like he'd had those feuds with MJ and. MJ could do no wrong in my book.
If New York does not get Durant or Kemba or Kyrie in the offseason, then this trade was horrendous. Then it's an awful trade.
Agreed.
Because I can't really judge the trade right now because New York is awful, and I think they're 10-40 this year. So, I mean, it has no effect on this year. They suck. So, basically, they're saying
But how about
get rid of
Porzingis
Porzingis
and Luka playing together? That could be really
as long as
interesting.
Porzingis gets healthy.
Could be interesting.
But those two together would be fantastic.
Yeah.
God, Dallas loves those white European guys, don't they?
Mark Cuban knows how to pick them.
Would you expect this?
Would I expect what?
The Knicks. Okay, what would you say their overall, in the history of the Knicks, what their overall winning percentage is?
Overall winning percentage since the NBA?
Since they've been in 1946.
What'd you do? Did you ask Jeeves over there? Do you have it right there?
Basketball Reference.
Oh, okay.
You can't look it up on your phone.
Yeah, I was just say that. Come on, Jesus,
I was just going to search it on Google really quick. 500. Right around 500.
I have no idea. I'm going to go 43%.
48.
Okay,
48.
so right around.
I just, the Knicks, they're just historic franchise, and they've got an all-time losing record.
Well, I think the only reason you call them historic is because Madison Square Garden's historic.
I'm going to say this to James Dolan. If you want me, I'll sign a contract right now. I would love to play for the Knicks. Okay, I would love to. You need a shooter, all right?
Great
you guys don't play defense as it is. Why not put me out there? I'm a crowd pleaser. Give me a mic during the game. We'll live stream. We'll do the whole deal.
They don't have to pay you a ton.
They don't have to pay me a lot.
Yeah.
What a
discount.
You give me NBA minimum.
Yeah, absolutely.
And I'll pay you back too. I'll give you half with NBA minimum, whatever that's $500,000 or whatever it is. I'll give you $250 back. I'll put it back in the community. It'll be a hell of a story. We'll keep making headlines. All right,
and losing basketball games.
Let's make this a global discussion right now because we call it around the world, but usually we just stay in the U.S. Let's make this global. And whoever said basketball was not a contact sport did not watch the game between Australia and the Philippines, which happened earlier this week. And it's safe to say there was some serious bad blood. And if you haven't seen it, if you haven't seen the video, I recommend watching it. I'm going to open it up right now. Greg, you're making me uncomfortable because you're moving. But I have. What do you want me to do right now, Greg?
Move or breathe.
I mean, you guys saw this, right?
Yes.
I showed it to you earlier too. But Australia's got to be in yellow right here, and this guy comes over and just gives the biggest forearm shiver right to the head of a guard from the Philippines. I mean, that is so aggressive.
But the fight that breaks out after.
This right here. Look at him come over from the weak side Oh my gosh. I mean, are you kidding me? That guy goes down. He's limp. He's completely limp.
And he goes straight.
I don't think he got up. I think he may have died. I think this guy on the floor. I think he's. Do we know if he's alive?
That's the dude that jumps into that guy. He's like 4'4", and then he jumps into the 6'10"
Yeah, we did.
guy.
That is pretty good.
The slow-mo.
This guy's like a spider monkey trying to get him in the head.
The best part about
he has to jump up 2 feet in the air to get that guy. But that is vicious. I've never seen anything that vicious.
But also, here's the thing: like, if you actually watch the rest of this fight, like the punches that get thrown in this are so.
Oh, did you see that one?
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, I didn't see that one.
It's a good fight, and then you got people just randomly jumping.
Wow! Look at 11. Look at 11 from the Philippines. 7 jumps over from Australia. Did I miss 11 here?
He goes to stomp him and he gets tripped.
Oh, look at 2.
It's fantastic.
I mean, that's one of the. This is a serious fight. Most basketball fights that we get, we don't get actual like contact punches. Look at this guy.
Kenny Freese got a contact.
I mean, he's
punch.
going to Matrix style. Keanu Reeves right here.
You can't bring it back to local, Greg.
And 15 over here is going to the side. He's like, this is outrageous. I don't even like my teammates that much.
With the very feminine. Punch slap.
Well, it's safe to say I think basketball players are talkers and we're more finesse guys. But that was a pretty good fight.
If you could have watched any 2 former NBA players fight, who would it have been?
Charles Oakley. I'd love to see Charles Oakley in the ring.
I'd like to see Charles Oakley and Ben Wallace.
Oh, that'd be a good one. That'd be a heavyweight matchup.
Yeah.
Ben Wallace.
What about a lightweight matchup? I mean, Rajon Rondo, I think would be pretty good. He's so long.
Give me a Stockton versus Nash. Let's see what happens. Super lightweight.
What about Sam Cassell? Sam Cassell would be funny. And
Gollum?
What's that?
I always like Gollum.
Sam Cassell and maybe JJ Barea. You know, a little international flavor.
Yeah.
That'd be pretty good.
I think Steph and JJ Barea would be funny. They're about the same height.
What about well, we need a lightweight white boy contest. How about JJ Redick and Kyle Korver? JJ Redick, Kyle Korver in the ring. I'm taking JJ Redick. He's tatted up now. He's got more street cred than Korver
I think
does.
I'd take a little Korver in that.
Really?
Yeah.
He's a little taller.
A little bigger.
I don't know though. He just strikes me as a little passive.
Oh, and JJ's not?
I think JJ's tough.
Oh.
There's a rumor floating around that in college he did a little more than hang out with Aaron Andrews. I'm not going to go on. I didn't see it, but
that doesn't mean you're tough.
Yeah, street cred.
Street cred's
I mean, there's some serious street cred there.
Is that really floating? If that's true, good for you, JJ.
That was floating around.
Good for you, JJ, if that's actually true.
All right, let's move on. We're going to move on away from basketball. The last 2 questions, which is not like this show, but there's a big game on Sunday. I think we're actually going to be watching it at the same house, but I'm pretty excited about it. It's a Super Bowl, all right, and we have a classic clash of the veteran team, Bill Belichick, Tom Brady, versus the young stunners. And what's that coach's name? Sean McVay, and Jared Goff. I mean, it's old versus young. Who do you guys have?
Give me Brady all day.
Yeah, I want the New England Tom Brady's to win.
We all want New England to win.
I want Brady to win Super Bowls till
this
he's
is
50.
not outside this group of 3. This is not the consensus I've been hearing out in the city. Everyone, every time I say that too, gets pissed that I root for Brady.
Yeah, I'm a big fan of this New England train. All right, I love the New England train. And have you heard of Max Kellerman's takes on Tom Brady?
I don't listen to Max Kellerman.
I mean, that guy is ridiculous. At what point do you say I'm just wrong?
I'm wrong.
I'm just wrong, and we'll move on. He won't say it. He won't say he's wrong. That guy drives me nuts.
I can't believe it when people tell me the argument that Tom Brady is not the best quarterback of all time kind of blows my mind.
Blows my mind. And
I just don't understand how you can say it at this point. Like, I just don't understand.
And Roger Goodell should be thanking Tom Brady and the New England Patriots for making every Super Bowl close and exciting. Every single game the Patriots have been in has been a classic. Every single one.
Agreed. Whether they won or lost.
Every single one. They're 5-3. 2 losses to the Giants, 1 to Philadelphia. Brady and Belichick, 5 rings. This will be 6 out of 9. 6 out of 9. And every one that they've been in has been a classic. You go back to the first one against the Rams. Philadelphia game was fantastic. The Seahawks game was amazing when New England had the interception at the end.
Mm-hmm.
I can't wait to watch this. Brady's going to go nuts. And I love how arrogant and cocky he's being right now.
Yeah.
And the posts he puts on social media. I mean, it's been like a Brady I've never seen.
Do you think if he wins, he retires?
No. 45 is his number. Tom Brady, the only way Tom Brady will retire before 45 is if he gets maimed. But if he literally can't play,
there's a chance if he wins, he goes.
No.
Would you rather be this cold forever or be stuck in a room and all you could listen to is Max Kellerman, Jim Rome, and Stephen A. Smith?
I'd rather be cold forever.
I think so too.
Yeah.
I think so too. Cold forever.
All right, and last topic. Has anyone else noticed this, or is this just me? But Sal Palantonio, a phenomenal football announcer, reporter, whatever you want to call him. He's fantastic for ESPN. He has been on a lot lately, and this man's teeth are the whitest teeth that I have ever seen. And if I'm the only person that has noticed this, then I apologize. But I'm telling you, this guy's teeth are amazingly white. And I've seen him for years. And all of a sudden, Sal, you're looking good. You're looking fantastic, bud. Have you noticed that?
Yeah, I think he mixes paint with his toothpaste. And it just sticks on there for him. So
we'll have to try and do like a picture-in-picture from like 2005 to where we are right now. Because Sal Palantonio's teeth, it's amazing what this guy's looking like right now.
Yeah, whenever Sal comes on, that's my cue to start looking at my phone.
You don't like Sal Palantonio?
That's not that I don't like him. It's just,
I think Brad's a big teeth guy.
Yeah, maybe. You a big teeth guy?
I wasn't, but I've noticed it.
I'm not
literally. It looks like he dips his teeth in paint from Lowe's, and then he goes on. And then what he looks like. It's that white. Look for that this week. If no one has seen that, he's going to be all over the TV screen. If you don't think his teeth are white, I'll give you whatever you want.
That's
literally whatever you want.
It's a statement.
Literally whatever you want.
Literally whatever you want. Literally. Yeah. So, guys, that was around the world. I
felt like we actually did it around the world this time. We hit Australia.
We did some global
hit the
topics.
Philippines. We hit New York.
We did a little football.
Teeth? Yeah.
We went everywhere.
Tom.
Yeah, we went to
TB.
Dentistry.
What do you think the score is going to be?
So both offenses are playing at a high level and have all year, especially in the postseason here. So
Is that why
I think it'll be they could have good defenses as well. The Rams front scares me a little bit against the Patriots, so I think they'll go back and forth, take them a second to get rolling. I still think it'll be 31. I think 31 wins it. So I got New England 31, and then I have the Rams 27.
I was going to say
31-27.
Touchdown Tom at the end.
Touchdown Tom at the end.
I think I'm going to go 34-28.
Okay, a lot different than mine.
So. A lot different. A lot different.
You think it's touchdown time at the end, or do you think that they get up early and Goff tries to come back?
I don't know. I think it's either the Rams win a close one, or I think the Patriots win a close one, and the Rams blow them out.
Yeah,
they put up 50.
What craft beer will you be drinking on Sunday?
I'll try to have as many as I can.
But what kind? What style?
Just as many different kinds, as many styles, alcohol percentages,
all across the board.
Imperials, doubles,
Do you want a prediction, or which one do you like better? Which one?
I said I was right in the middle. I said 33-27.
Okay,
Touchdown time at the end.
So we're all pretty much in the same boat.
Well, that's the only way they win, and if not, it's going to be like 42-17 Rams, and that.
Did you see Portnoy sneaking into Super Bowl, the media day?
Did you see his jeans on the way out?
No,
Woo.
He was so funny, dude.
I'll tell you what, he can really rock some mom jeans.
He's hysterical.
Yeah, Dave's a good guy.
All right, guys.
Everybody know the rules.
Guys, that was fantastic. It's been a little while since we did Around the World, but I felt really good about it. Make sure, if you have not already, we talked about it when we started the show, subscribe on YouTube, comment, review. All of it helps us move along the Be Different podcast. So for Nick Given, Greg Wichard, Brad Redford, we are out of here, and we'll see you next week.